So is it your turn to...
No, it's your turn to tease.
I thought I did the last story.
Oh, you did.
We're learning to count.
All over again. Oh, that's right, because you made that last tease so long.
Right.
All right, so to try and make up for the last time, here's the way it goes. We need you and yours and yourses. Y'allses? That's Southern, though. We need all y'all to have all y'all friends, family, and acquaintances like, subscribe, and or follow This Is Truly News. I'm sorry. Let me do that slower. We need all y'all, not all of it. Like, subscribe, follow This Is Truly News. There. Look at that. Doesn't have to take a day and a half like you did. Don't. Let her do her thing.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
All right. Now, first story. Don't. First story.
How did you know I was good?
Because we're the same freaking person.
Okay, fine. The Chinese government has implemented...
Are you speaking English? What?
Hang on. I said Chinese, but I said Chinese in English, so it's okay. The Chinese government has implemented crushing lockdowns in an attempt to completely stop COVID in their country.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Now they've gone so far as to censor their own national anthem on Chinese social media.
Their own?
Yeah. In a move that pretty much reveals everything one might need to know about an authoritarian state. They are forbidding the anthem due in part to the first line, which says, "Stand up, those who refuse to be slaves."
Yeah, listen, let's not give them any ideas, okay?
As you may imagine, the Chinese population of Shanghai is more
it was cool during World War II, but now it may not.
It's more than a little upset over the COVID lockdown and are speaking out. Meanwhile, the government's going so far as to bar the line from the Weibo platform, which is China's Twitter.
Yep.
If you search for it, you get no.
Did Elon Musk buy that too?
Maybe he should. So much for China's model of technocratic efficiency and patriotic sentiment.
Okay, everybody raise your hand who believed that until today. Come on.
Right, exactly. Well, there are some.
Yeah. It's like we're rerunning things.
Yep.
Because I can see in Mao. Come on, you see overtones.
I see he and she.
You were
maybe
waiting.
I'll never.
You've been waiting
again
for a long time to do that one.
Yeah, but I just don't think I should ever.
And there is a touch of I would say more of the Khrushchev than the Stalin, but there is a touch of the dictatorial in Mr. Putin. A little bit. Although he looks so good with the shirt off riding a horse.
A few oligarchs and their families have been found dead very, 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 very close together in terms of time.
Well, they're older now. And we all know from all the movies we've watched, it could have been Denzel Washington.
I think we send Denzel to Putin. I think we have him take care of him. Anyway,
I'd be willing to do that. Where was it? Where were you now?
Turn. It's your turn.
We're done with China.
Yes.
Great. Now our show will never get into China because you've just bashed the government.
Darn.
Yeah, but we're waving goodbye to Singapore and Hong Kong too, and those are very lucrative markets.
We've got almost $35
total.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Pastor Paul Knight of Hope Church, Grand Forks, North Dakota, is puzzled. Give me your puzzled look. There you go. On the morning of March 9th, as he drove by his own home, he noticed that someone had placed a giant K on his front lawn. According to the Grand Forks Herald reported, yes, it's the K from a Kmart store.
I thought it was something having to do with bowling.
Bowling?
Strike.
It's an X.
Oh, you're right. So it must have been baseball. Were they playing baseball?
Anyway, the K came from a Kmart store sign.
I don't know how to score baseball.
Which, when you think about it, you have to be looking these days to find that K. The sign is believed to be from
them all down.
they're redeveloping a Kmart store in Grand Forks, so maybe that's where it came from. Maybe. I mean, how many are there really? Pretty soon you're going to find them on eBay. So I'm kind of making a general announcement, said the pastor. The people who are responsible for this, you're welcome to remove it any time. My wife would like it gone by June. Thank you.
I love that. Ha ha, very funny. Get it out.
Because if she has to come out and move that thing, she'll find
you.
She has a very particular skill set.
And she looks a little like Liam Neeson.
I hope not.
Yeah, me too.
I'm guessing she sounds a little like Liam Neeson. Liam, by the way, is what now, in his late 60s?
I think that's true.
And he's still doing action films.
Oh, yeah. I get a kick out of him, though.
I just saw
about him.
What did I just see? The
Taken 2.
No, there have been 3 Takens, of which they were all pretty good.
Yeah.
But they killed Lenny in the one in the third one. That was
yeah. Well, you're right.
No, he was in was it the Sharpshoot? He's an old ex-Marine, runs a broken down ranch. His wife had died a few years ago.
Yep. I've seen it. It's on the southern border.
It just hit Prime, and it's like, wow. And I'm pretty sure he dies at the end, but they don't show us, which is sweet of them. Well, no, because then I watched Boone.
Okay.
Which has everybody's favorite bad guy, whose name I just had. It was in my head right here, and now it's gone. But he's been like the bad guy in a season of Justified. He was the sergeant that ended up with what they called back then shell shock or PTSD in Band of Brothers. With the white, he's always got the whitish hair,
white curly hair.
Yeah,
I love that guy.
I can't think of his name. Anyway, he plays Boone, who you figure out pretty quickly is an ex hitman for someone.
Okay,
don't know who, government, whatever.
Yep.
And he ends up in a bad thing with the guy with the scar on his face from his wife had to go to bed with what's her name in Braveheart.
Oh,
Prima Nocta. He was also in. He was also one of the motorcycle gang TV show.
I hope somebody's following this because I'm lost.
Anyway, it was a classic, and it was classic Liam Neeson thing. And Boone was this classic where bad guy is going to fight badder guys.
Okay.
And as he's walking away, you're thinking he's got to be dead. And they go to credits.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Now, my first thought is they're probably figuring, well, the show was a big deal. We could make a sequel. Nope, because as happens nowadays, as they get to the end of the song playing in the first round of credit things, before they list everybody, you have the Irish guy with the scar on his cheek, half bombed, sitting at his desk, knowing his plans had just gone all to get out.
Mm-hmm.
And he hears a noise and he's looking, kind of peeking down the hall. Here's another noise. And all of a sudden, from behind him, you hear the ever popular,
mm-hmm.
Oh, F off, bang. And then now we go to credits. I like the older guys. Where was I now?
I have no idea.
Was I doing a story? Were we doing something? Or are we done?
A story
I don't know.
What was the last story you did?
The one about the stuff?
Man,
the pastor?
Yes, you got that. Okay, so it's my turn.
Okay, good.
Because I did that one, then you did the pastor, and I'm going to do this one, and then you're going to do one more, right? Because I'm trying to count.
Sure, let's do it that way.
Okay.
Why don't you just do this one and we'll be done, and then you can do the tease for the next one, and we'll.
What the heck?
This has gotten very long, and we all know Liam Neeson is fun.
If that is your real name,
you think maybe Liam's got a different name?
Is it Crystal Sunshine Turpin Lemons?
No. Tell me. No.
Is it Driftwood, female, sister of timber?
I hate you.
Tahiti Starship. Oh, great. Grace Slick had another kid.
No, that would be what's his duck?
Who?
Frank Zappa.
Oh, Zappa. Well, that's rather impossible at this time, what with the old moldering and everything.
The dead part.
Yeah. Timberwood, male, brother of Drift. Those parents should be taken out and harmed.
Yes.
A little girl whose name was spelled, you ready? Hijkmno. And her name?
Hijkmn. I don't know. Neil McDonough.
No. Noel.
Oh, that was the actor.
Noel.
Say it again.
Hijkmno. Noel.
You know what? As long as we're harming people. I'm just saying.
All right, fine. I can take it.
I mean, as long as, because that's Neil McDonough was the actor in Boone.
That's it.
And Justified and
all of that stuff.
Yeah. Where was I now? Were we doing stuff?
I got a story done with this one.
We should just be done now because this has been long and drawn out.
Okay.
We all know it's Neil McDonough now, along with Liam Neeson, so we're fine. Neil McDonough, though, won't do a movie where he has to kiss someone who's not his wife.
Oh, that's true. I've seen that.
Which is why he doesn't get into a lot of the movies, because
they want him to kiss someone who's not his wife.
Yep. Won't do it. Wouldn't be prudent.
This is true, really news. Send email to titr@netradio.network.